Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today we are looking at what wounds are you and your future spouse going to heal together in the course of your relationship with each other and your life with each other. So that's what we will be looking at in detail today, and we have 3 groups or 3 hearts to choose from. So for group number 1, we have this blue colored heart, which is almost like a semi-transparent material. It's not exactly paper. This is one of my favorite textures. So for group number 1, we have this beautiful heart, and this is what your heart looks like. For group number 2, we have a mini heart channeled painting, and this is what it looks like. For group number 3, we have this beautiful blue heart. So take your time to make your selection. I'm also going to do a solo reading, meaning that I'm going to be doing a healing reading that is solely focused on you. So what wounds you need to heal and how you can heal them, that will be coming soon. But this one is going to be focused on the relationship, and then I'm gonna do that reading separately, just so we don't have both of these topics mixed up. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with my prayer, my loves, and if you have not made your selection yet, you can just stay with me. Deeply inhale, exhale. Make sure that the exhales are longer than your inhales. It is so nice to see you guys and to feel your energy after a long time. I was a bit sick, so I had to take a little bit of break. I'm so glad to be back. Let me know what kind of readings you guys want to see coming next. I'm open to all your suggestions. You can leave those in the comments, and I would love to do them. I would like to start off this prayer by thanking Spirit for allowing me this honor to read for my group number 1, 2, and 3, my soul family, today. I would like to thank my soul family for sharing your energy with me, for being with me here today, for being dedicated to your own journey of healing and health and living, transmuting all your pains and traumas, breaking intergenerational curses and patterns, focusing on ancestral healing, focusing on not repeating the mistakes that your parents have made or your family lineage has made when it comes to parenting. I'm so proud of you guys for taking those steps, because this is what needs courage. And if no one told you that you're doing good enough, let me be that person who communicates that you are doing good enough. You are good enough, and what you're doing is important work, even if nobody sees it or notices it. I do, because I feel the change in your energy, and I just want to say you're doing so well, sweetie. You're doing okay, honey. one of your spirit guides or someone just came in and said, "You're doing well, sweetie." I don't call you guys sweetie, you guys already know if you guys have been here on my channel, but it was one of your spirit guides. It had a feminine energy, they had a feminine energy, and they were like, "You're doing okay, sweetie." So someone just said that. So for all of you that are watching this prayer right now, one of your spirit guides who had a feminine kind of energy just said that. So I would like to first call upon Spirit to please protect this space from any negative entities, any harmful energies. May all of the energies that don't have good intentions for my group number 1, 2, and 3, my soul family, be slowly and gently cleansed. I ask you, dear Spirit, to please cleanse this sacred space. Please cleanse and protect the energy and aura of my soul family, my group number 1, 2, and 3. I ask you, dear Spirit, to cleanse slowly and gently. Dear Spirit, I ask all negative influences, frequencies, vibrations, and energies to be removed from the energy of my group number 1, 2, and 3. May my soul family, my group number 1, 2, and 3, be restored to a state of peace, calm, and ease. May they receive this reading with an open heart and space. Dear Spirit, I call upon the spirit guides, angels, ancestors, light beings that are watching over my group number 1, 2, and 3 and their future spouses. I call upon you with divine love and gratitude. I ask you to stay with me and be with me and communicate any information, messages that need to be received by my soul family at the time they're watching this reading. For this, I pray and extend my gratitude. I thank you, my dear soul family, for sharing your time, your energy with me. For all those of you, whether you've subscribed or not, whether you've been with me or not, but for those of you that have been with me for a very long time, I thank you so much for all of your support, your comments, personal reading bookings, your donations. You truly touch my heart with your generosity and your beauty. I cherish you, I love you, and I am sending you a lot of hugs and kisses. If you guys were my friends, I would just give you one big bear hug. I'd just grab you in a giant bear hug. I am so fortunate to have all of you here, be a part of my life, be a part of my journey. I hope these readings help you. That is my highest and greatest intention. I wish you all of the very best. I wish you peace. I will now close this prayer and see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose this beautiful semi-transparent heart, this is going to be your reading. You are group number 1. Right off the bat, I'm feeling that you guys are very emotionally intelligent and sensitive. You could be a water sign, but you don't have to be. I'm picking up on a lot of Pisces, creative, artistic kind of energy. You don't have to be an artist, but I sense some sort of a creative energy. Maybe you write poetry, but you haven't published it, or no one's read it. Maybe you write like in a diary or something. There's something about you being a very sensitive soul in this world. And I was taken to something that one of my favorite poets, Sylvia Plath, said: "I am pathetically intense. I cannot be any other way." She said, "I'm pathetically intense. I cannot be any other way." I don't think being intense is pathetic, so I have to, respectfully disagree with her on that. But I feel like you guys, when you guys fall in love, you guys fall in love with your whole heart. And it's something that radiates from your being. It's something that kind of takes over you. So I'm going to start with your thread painting, and then we will look at what wounds are you and your future spouse going to heal together. So I have my thread ready here, and we'll start with pouring it down into your bowl. I was going to untangle that, but then Spirit was like, no, just let it be. Just going to use this as a book press. Oops. For those of you that are wondering what I'm doing, I am Mystique and I'm an intuitive artist. So I am just going to first do the thread painting. So this is one of my techniques called thread painting, and the way I like to do them is based on the pattern that you're about to see. I will read your energy, and this functions almost like a Rorschach test, but except for this is not going to be more of a psychological understanding your psychology, but this is going to be a lot about reading your energy. Yeah, definitely. Two sensitive souls meeting at a time that feels unreal. You soar like an eagle. Are you sure you're real? You're stubborn. I am stubborn too. Put your guard down and let me in. I'm the one you've been waiting for. Okay, so that was a slight channeled bit. They just wanted to, I guess, talk to you directly. And this is what the thread painting looks like. This is a very, very unique painting. Definitely never had this show up before in my readings. I feel like there is a certain strength to both of you. I did mention that you guys are very sensitive and emotional, but I feel like you guys have gone through your fair share of problems or trauma or pain in your life, and you guys are definitely not naive or pushovers. When you meet this person, I feel like you're going to be very guarded, and they are going to be very patient with you. One of you is going to be patient with the other, because the other person is going to have kind of a little bit of trouble opening their heart to the other person. And I feel like it could be you, it could be the feminine energy that is not going to let the masculine energy in very quickly. So I feel like the masculine energy is going to kind of be patient. Your future spouse is going to be very patient. It's, you know, they're going to wait for you. They are going to, I'm hearing the song Halo by Beyonce. They are going to I feel like they are not going to forcefully enter your heart or scare you with their intensity. They are going to, they respect your boundaries. They have a lot of respect for whatever you say. So I feel like they are almost like they are allowing you to lead the relationship in terms of like, if you say, oh, we need to take it slow, I don't want to get into a physical relationship so quickly, then they will respect that. They will not force that. Like whatever you say goes, and they are not going to impose anything on you. They are not going to put themselves first or put themselves, you know, over you, like prioritize themselves over you, so to speak. So I feel like you're slowly healing all of the built up trauma and pain layers on top of your heart, and I see your heart chakra kind of opening and blossoming like a flower, and you're fully stepping into your feminine energy, because now you understand that you're safe, that this person is not going to hurt you. Of course, that's why you're marrying them, but in the beginning you might not know that this person is your future spouse, right? So you're guarded. I sense that your soul feels weary, drained and tired, and you just want peace, right? And I sense that there's going to be a lot of connection, not necessarily chemistry, because this bond that you guys share is not based on chemicals, it's not based on hormones, right? It's very much based on understanding each other, loving each other, trusting each other. It's very much based on them wanting to see you as you are and love you as you are. So it's not just like, okay, I'm attracted to your body, or, you know, it's not a chemical attraction. It's love. It's pure love, genuine love that they have for you. It's almost making me tear up a little bit. I'm not going to cry, don't worry, but it's making me tear up a little bit. I feel like you're going to, when you see that this person is genuine, you might get a little surprised, because I feel like you're scared of love or being loved. And I know that sounds a little bizarre, you know, why would anyone be scared of love? But hear me out. There's this Bollywood movie, I don't know the name of it, but there's a very famous Hindi dialogue from that movie. What was it? Yeah, it is चाटे से डर नहीं लगता है साहब, प्यार से लगता है. So basically what that translates to is, I'm not scared of getting slapped, but I'm scared of being loved. Meaning that the main character, the female lead in this film, she's so used to kind of being insulted or being disrespected that, you know, when somebody actually gives her love, it's a little bit unfamiliar. The frequency of love feels unfamiliar, right? So it's scary. And that's what I'm hearing. You guys are my tough, sensitive souls. You guys, I feel like this world might be a little bit too draining for you, because the dominant frequency of the world right now is not love. It's very much the opposite. It's narcissism and selfishness and survival, everyone out for themselves. So it feels like you're living among animals instead of humans. And I feel like that somewhere drains your energy. But I feel like with your future spouse is going to be quite the opposite. They are going to pour so much love into your cup that you're going to be surprised at how much love this person even holds. I feel like every day you wake up next to them is going to feel so unreal that you're not going to believe that you actually have a person that loves you. I'm seeing I'm seeing a scene. Spirit is showing me a scene where the feminine energy woke up before the masculine energy, and she's just staring at the masculine energy because it feels like, how did I find you? How did you find me? How did this happen? I don't understand how we met. I don't understand how we're together. This relationship is going to feel so beautiful and so at home. The energy of this relationship and the energy of this person feels like they give you so much safety. You know how Mother Earth holds all of the tectonic plates and buildings and humans together. That is how this person is going to hold you. It's very stable, it's very grounded. So you could have a lot of water, and your future spouse could have a lot of earth energy in their chart. They don't have to have that, but I'm just feeling that you guys are two separate elements coming together, balancing each other out, equalizing, and providing like a safety cushion for each other. You guys are the respite that they're looking for, that your future spouse is looking for. My tired, weary soul comes home to you, and I am refreshed. I am invigorated by your presence. Your future spouse says a lot of poetry, maybe. I don't know, because I just keep saying random bits in the middle. So your future spouse could be poetic in some way, or maybe you like poetry. Rumi. I just heard Rumi. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling. So let's get into your cards and get some more messages. I'm going to pick out this card for you and then one card for them. So we've got two cards for them. It's all right. We have the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Oh my god, look at that. You guys, can you see the heart? I cannot make this up. I didn't know that was there. Wow, that's so beautiful. It's like heart and heart. What did I say? You guys are going to be so full of heart and so full of love. We have the koi fish spirit. There's always enough. Yes. And then wow, we have the peacock spirit. Okay, all right. I see what's going on. Okay, so for the Otter Spirit, you are never alone. I feel like you make your future spouse feel like they have support. I feel like you're supporting your future spouse in some way, or you're showing genuine care and love for your future spouse, and I feel like that's what your future spouse needs. And there's something about you holding them or protecting them in some way. Okay, I feel like you're naturally doing that. It's not something that is forced, because you care for your future spouse. That is why you're doing that. Okay, then we have the koi fish and the peacock spirit symbolizing your future spouse. So I feel like your future spouse could be a Leo, but they don't have to be. So they could be a mixture of Leo, earth placements and water placements, because the koi fish reminded me very quickly of Pisces energy, and it says there is always enough. So if you ever felt like you're never going to be loved, or you're never going to be held or protected, or you're never going to find love, then let this be a confirmation that yes, you are going to find love, and this person is going to find you, and it's going to be beautiful. 12-12 as I say that. So definitely a lot of strong Pisces energy here for some reason. You don't have to be a Pisces once again, but there's definitely a very Piscean energy here for sure. And I feel like you're always, what you will feel with this person is you will feel that you are enough the way you are, because your future spouse is going to accept you as you are. And I feel like a lot of your wounds were wounds of childhood, where you felt like you had to do something to earn, a parent's love, or you had to put in a lot of effort. I just heard golden child, so some of you could be golden children of your families, or the black sheep of your families. Love was never unconditionally or freely given. You had to fit the box that they made you fit in, and if you didn't, then they would chastise you, or they would ostracize you and isolate you. And I feel like that's not going to be the case with your future spouse. Maybe you've experienced that your whole life, and your future spouse is not going to do that. So there are no conditions when it when it comes to this love. And I feel like that is why you're a bit wary of it, because it's like, wait, you love me and there are no conditions attached, like you just love me for me? I don't understand. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up. Like, how can you love me for me? I don't get it. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up. So you're going to possibly have to work on your feelings of unworthiness. You're going to have to take a leap of faith with this person. You're going to have to trust that this person has your best interest in mind, that they are not going to betray you, or you're going to have to get over if you have been with narcissists, or you have known narcissists, or you were with a narcissist in the past, you're going to have to heal those patterns. And I see those patterns being healed in your relationship with your future spouse, because there's a lot of balance, there's a lot of equality. Okay, like it's not imbalance. It's not like your future spouse is here and then you're here, like they are looking down at you. It's not like that. It's very much balanced. You guys are on the same wavelength, you guys are on the same level. So there is a lot of equality and justice. I just heard justice in this relationship. They are going to do right by you. They are not going to make you feel like a beggar asking for scraps. You know what I mean? The reason why I'm saying this is because you probably felt like that in the past when you wanted love. We all want love as children, but love is not given by our parents. They love us the way they think what love is, and maybe that is not always what we need. Okay, and this is not to blame parents or your primary caregivers, but that's just what it is. And the truth is, not a lot of us are loved. In fact, most of us are unloved and neglected, and our parents don't know what they are doing wrong. So I feel like here this person is going to make you feel like whatever you do is right, whatever you can do no wrong. Whatever, they love you so much. I feel like even your presence satiates this person in some way. Like the moment you walk into the room, their nervous system just calms down. I feel like you guys are a very grounding and calming presence to each other, almost like an angel, almost like an angel. I'm hearing a lot of songs for you. There is a song called Angels by the XX. I don't know if you guys have heard of this band, but oh my gosh, such beautiful songs. And I'm forgetting the lyrics, but it's something like angels sing. No, I'm getting it wrong. Anyway, I will link it so you guys can go ahead and hear that song. And I feel like both of you are learning how to shine as yourself. Okay, now I feel like you guys could have a lot of attention on you because you might be physically attractive, or your future spouse is physically attractive, or both of you are. So you get a lot of attention, but you're learning to kind of accept that attention, learning to relinquish your fear of being seen, knowing that, okay, you can trust your future spouse, or you can trust your partner to hold you when you fall, and they got your back. Basically, they've got you. Basically, that's what I'm seeing. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background, you guys, because I don't know what is going on. It was so quiet, and now it's kind of making me a little bit angry that they're playing music out loud. I hate it when they do this. Like, why do you do this? Can you not give us peace and quiet? Do you have to celebrate like this? Is your version of celebration annoying other people? I don't get it. Anyway, Peacock spirit, we have let it shine. I feel like your inner light is shining. Like it's like this right now. Like it's a small tiny candle flame, right? Your light is, it's not gone out, by the way. It's there. It's a small tiny candle flame, and when you meet your future spouse, it's like a whole flame. It's a whole fire, okay, like a bonfire, a huge bonfire. Have you seen those bonfires during Holi? They have these giant 10 feet fires, okay, with lots of like bamboo and wood, and so the fire is very big, okay. And in India, if you guys are from India, then you guys know what I'm talking about, like the day before the Holi, which I think is called the 𝘱𝘪𝘤, and they light a fire on that day, and the fire is kind of symbolic of cleansing and purging all negative and evil energy, like the triumph of good over evil, as they call it. So I feel like you guys are going to feel very happy, joyful, and victorious in this relationship, like you succeeded in some way or something, like you're feeling you feel like you can celebrate yourself again, you feel like you can love yourself again, you feel like you can understand yourself again because of this person coming in and giving you a lot of love. I also feel like Spirit is showing me two whales right here, and I love whales, and I love dolphins so much, okay. Dolphins are one of the aquatic animals that exhibit what is known as altruism. Sometimes you'll see them helping divers that have gone too deep, and they stopped breathing, or they went too deep into the water. The dolphin will help them go to the surface, even though the dolphin is not getting anything out of it. So I feel like you guys love each other like dolphins, like very altruistic. There's no conditions attached. I feel like you are the kind of person who loves and gives a lot of love, and then maybe you're a giver, but you have not met givers, you've met a lot of takers, drainers, someone like people that drain and take from you, parasites, right? But I feel like the person, like this future spouse, this person specifically, is going to give love and pour so much love into you that you're going to finally feel safe, to be seen, to be loved, to be heard, to be understood. So I feel like those layers are cracking open, and your heart is kind of blossoming once again, and the flame is sparking again, and you're shining by yourself as an individual, and you're kind of giving, it's like you bounce off light to each other, and this relationship is going to bring out the best in both of you. Like you bring your best to the table, and they bring their best to the table. So I don't see any toxicity in this relationship. This is like a good example of what a healthy relationship, what a functional relationship looks like. You guys will sit down and talk it out instead of having an argument. Like there's a lot of peace. You guys are stubborn, you guys are single-minded, but you guys are also flexible when it comes to love. Like you guys are willing to give up anything and everything for your loved ones. Like you love really, really with an intensity. You love very hard, and if you ever found out that your child needs something from you, or you would like they tell you that, mom, would you please speak to me with more kindness, like you would immediately take that and speak to your child with more kindness next time. Like you're the kind of person who learns very quickly how to love someone else, and I feel like you're meeting somebody like that. You're meeting your exact match. So there is a lot of stability and equality and balance in this relationship, and you're going to shine. Pile number 1. You could also be my Leos. I didn't say that because I was taken so much into like your emotional energy, and it was like water, but you could be like a water fire sign. You could be Leo and plus water or earth. But the reason why I'm saying Leo is because there's something that's going to finally enable you to love who you are in your skin. Okay, if you were ever body shamed or slut shamed, this your future spouse is going to make sure that they don't spark those wounds. Like they are not going to make you feel ashamed of yourself. I feel like you're giving up shame. Like if you carry a lot of shame in your body, I'm sensing that you're healing that when you connect with this person, and you finally realize that there's nothing wrong with me. I am good enough the way I am, so I don't have anything to be ashamed of about myself. But the reason why you carried that shame is possibly or probably because of your relationship with your primary caregivers or your parents, right? They made you feel like you were not good enough, so or they rejected you, and they didn't know that they were doing this. You being a child kind of just felt that, and I feel like you're healing those parts of you that were neglected in childhood. That's what I just heard. And your eyes are very sharp, and I feel like it's going to enhance your physical beauty in some way as well. You could also be a Libra, because I was suddenly shown Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid is a Libra sun, if I'm not mistaken. She's, of course, extremely beautiful, and she has a lot of spiritual beauty to her, right? Like, she meditates, and I don't know if people know this about her. People like to, talk a lot of shit about her, but she's one of my favorite angel humans, and she's got that shine. Like, no matter what you have to say, she's beautiful. Okay, like, no matter what the haters have to say, she's someone who's shining a lot. She's someone who's doing very well, someone who works really hard, who's a great, thank you so much for stopping the noise. She's someone who's very radiant in her own skin and in her own being, and I see you also being extremely radiant in your own being because of the love that's kind of coming in and the love that you give as well. So it's a very healthy giving kind of relationship. You know that card Temperance in tarot? That's what it feels like. You guys are like that. So yeah, this was it for your reading, group number 1. I hope you like this topic. Let me know if you have any other topic suggestions. And I love you guys so much. I take the time to thank the Sacred Painting, to thank you. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on mystiquetarot28@gmail.com. It's going to be in the description. And I'm so glad to get back to reading after a break. I love you guys so much. I'm always holding you in my prayers and within my love, within my heart. You are enough the way you are. I hope you remember that, and I hope you shine. I hope you know that you're never alone. I love you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you in another pile or maybe another reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello my loves. If you chose group number 2, you chose this beautiful channeled painting that I painted in one of my readings long ago. I don't know which one, but I picked all of the hearts out intuitively today, and we are looking at what wounds you and your future spouse are healing. So right off the bat, I see a combination of Jane's Grey, which is the name of this color. Okay, Jane's Grey, and I think this one is Rose of Ultramarine. So I'm feeling that you guys have some intense wounds, or there's something going on, like it's really intense in your energy. Something about you or your future spouse's energy feels intense. I just heard demons. Don't get scared, it's alright. It's alright, we are going to look at what it really means. So I'm gonna start with your thread painting first, and then I'm going to read your energy from the pattern that I get, and then we'll pull some cards if spirit calls us to. And yeah, let's see. Hi, I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you probably can. There's something going on. Anyway, so let's get back. If you guys are new here, hi, this is Mystique, and I'm an intuitive artist, and I created something called watercolor readings because I have a close connection with one of the sacred elements, which is water and art. So this one is called thread paintings. These function almost like a Rorschach test, where I read your energy based on the patterns that are formed here. Wow. Okay, so I feel like, first of all, you guys are healing completely. Okay, this is just giving me, can you see how the patterns look so big, they are almost engulfing the whole page. There's barely any white space or any negative space left. So that's giving me the impression that you guys are unfurling or blooming fully, completely, healing fully, completely. Why am I... Someone just said straight shooter. Straight shooter. There's a lot of silence coming through when I get in your energy, so I feel like there's someone who doesn't want me to get in your energy. Maybe I just feel like you guys are very guarded. You guys are really guarded and you don't like other people in your business. So I feel a little bit of hesitation. It's not like you guys are like pushing me away, but there is definitely this energy where I feel like it's almost like you guys don't want me to read for you, or like you're sensing me as an outsider, which I completely respect. So I'm not going to force myself. So if you feel any silence coming through, it's because there's nothing coming through, and that is why I'm not speaking anything. Let me try again. Spirit, please take me to what wounds are group number 2 and their future spouse healing together within the course of their relationship, please. Okay, I see a wound with a band-aid on top of it, but it's a very deep wound, the kind of wound that you would get if someone literally nailed, like a nail inside flesh. I'm literally seeing a hole with a nail and it's bleeding. So it looks very painful, and there's a band-aid or a poultice on top of it, and it's reminding me of the poem by Sylvia Plath. You have an eye, it's an image. You have a hole, it's a poultice. There's something about both of your energies that feels very, very heavy. You guys have gone through something. You guys have gone through some things, man. I feel like you guys have lived a very difficult life, a very transformative life. And you guys might have been exposed to the shadow. You guys could be my Scorpios, my 8th house Lilith placements. You don't have to be. But I'm just sensing that kind of plutonic transformative energy. A lot of ego deaths, lot of shedding identity, lot of ecdysis going on. It's like you're completely transforming into a new person all the time. So it's like even you don't know who you are. But I mean this as a compliment, you guys. I don't mean it as in a bad way, in a negative way. I feel like you're changing so much that I feel like you might wonder, can somebody even keep up with that? Like, would they understand this about you? Would they understand this complexity about you? Because I feel like you are feeling so many things at the same time. So you have a lot of complex emotions, like a mixture. You could be happy and sad at the same time. And it's like, can someone understand that, yeah, I'm being shown a snake right here. So I do feel like there's a lot of like a Kundalini energy, a lot of sexual energy as well. You guys might, if you are a woman or a feminine energy watching this, you might have been blamed for being sexy or sexual. I don't know, I'm just getting that. And I feel like a lot of men or masculine energy, distorted masculine energies might have approached you with the wrong intentions just because they sense that in you, and they blamed you for it, like they gaslighted you for it. And I feel like you're kind of like, you've lost your hope in the male species or the divine masculines. I do feel like this one is going to be different because your person has the opposite wounds. The wounds that you have, your person has like the opposite of those wounds. I hope you... Okay, let me clarify. Give me an example, Spirit. Let's say you have abandonment trauma, right? You don't like when a person leaves you, right? Let's say hypothetically you have abandonment trauma. You don't want to be left. You don't want to be thrown away. You don't want to go through the feeling of someone leaving you, right? Then your future spouse, they don't have abandonment trauma, but they were left, they were cheated on by their past partner, okay? Hypothetically speaking, this could be the case. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just giving an example. So your future spouse knows exactly what it feels like to be thrown away or to be like someone giving up on you. You know, they know that feeling. And because they have gone through that pain, if they do that to you, they know before it happens what you're going to feel, okay? And that is why they will never do that, like, because they already know what it's going to feel for you, what experience you're going to have if they do that to you, okay? And because of that, they don't want to repeat, like there's not going to be a repeat of trauma in this relationship. There are no repeating cycles. I feel like if you were involved with any karmic partners or any karmic relationships in your past, then this person is like a stop to that, like literally like the wheel stops. Like I'm literally seeing a wheel, okay, a karmic wheel kind of just rotating and rotating. And then when your future spouse comes into the picture, it stops rotating. This is not a karmic relationship for sure. You know what I'm being shown? I'm being shown this, I think it's an anime. It's called Alice in Borderland. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. You don't have to be. It's all right. But he goes through, the main characters go through so much pain just to survive. And I feel like you guys have gone through a lot of pain just to survive. Or your future spouse could have the energy of like this Alice, this person. His name is not Alice, it's Arisu, but it's Japanese. So, you know, when you translate that in English, it's Alice, but it's not actually Alice. I'm feeling someone from Japan. You don't have to be. You could be watching this from Japan, or you could be Japanese, half Japanese. Middle Eastern, I just heard. South Korea, Philippines, Netherlands, I just heard. Okay, getting back to your reading. You don't have to be from these countries or nationalities, but I just heard that. Your future spouse has definitely gone through a lot and has had to grow up in a very short span of time. So I feel like even though both of you guys are young by age, you could be old, you don't have to be, but there's something about you being innocent, being like a child still in a world that is extremely dangerous because everyone's playing a zero-sum game. So you guys have had to like take care of yourself up until the point that you both meet, okay? Then I feel like, you know what, you guys are like two wings of the same butterfly. And of course, if the butterfly loses one wing, it won't be able to fly, right? So at the end of your transformation journey, that this is what you get this person, because you've come to a point in your healing journey where you love yourself enough to choose yourself and to choose a relationship that's good for you, okay? And when you choose your future spouse, when you choose to be with this person, I feel that there is a lot of space, a lot of safe space. This person is going to respect your boundaries. They are not going to do anything like this. Is the kind of healthy relationship where you get surprised by how they respond to you putting a boundary, right? So let's say there's dishes that need to be done, okay, and you don't want to do them because you're tired, and you communicate this to this person, right? I'm seeing this before marriage, okay? So you communicate this to your future spouse, and your future spouse is like, okay, it's all right, and that's it. And you get surprised. This is all you have to say, like, you know, we're not getting into an argument, you're not going to force me. And your future spouse is like, no, why would I do that? And the reason why you kind of expect that back and forth of conflict when you say no is because in the past when you said no, you got in a lot of trouble, or you were not allowed to say no, you were not allowed to express your boundaries, express yourself. If you had any needs, they were not taken care of. If you wanted anything, nobody listened. And so when you start putting your needs and your wants first, this person, gives a positive response to that, your future spouse, then it's like you don't understand, like, why you're responding to me this way. So that's going to feel a little bit unfamiliar, but you trust this, and you're going to trust this, and I see you diving headfirst into your future spouse and being like, okay, I want this. Like, I want this for the rest of my life. I think you've shown me what genuine love is, and I want you for the rest of my life. And I feel like that is how you guys get married. I feel like you guys might spend a lot of time before you guys get married. Like, you guys are going to be in a very long-term relationship, possibly 2 to 5 years. And then you guys decide to get married. Like, okay, we would like to have babies together, spend, our future together because we're very well matched. Like, I feel like both of you are the type of people that think 100 times before you're about to take a very serious decision like marriage, right? So both of you understand that there is a good understanding and trust in this relationship, and only because of that you guys are giving each other that serious commitment of marriage. And that is why you guys are getting married. I feel like it's going to be very linear with this person. Like, it's just going to get better and better. It's just going to get better and better. Your relationship is like it's like wine. You guys get better as you age. You guys learn to love each other deeper as you age. And sometimes you see these couples, like, they stay together for years and years and years, and they are together for 50 years, but there is no love in the relationship. Like, there is no sweetness and delicateness and fragrance in the relationship. You guys are going to just be sweet. Like, there's so much sweetness, there's so much love. It's literally exactly like this painting. This is one of my favorite foil journals, okay? This is actually a painting by Gustav Klimt. Some of you might already be familiar with his work, but he's one of my absolute favorite artists, and this is one of his paintings. This is just a journal that I ordered for myself, but I love this so much that, yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with this painting. So you see how he's holding her, like, it reminds me a little bit like that. Like, it's very much balanced. You guys are so good together. I wish I could express it in words how good. Like, you guys are like pieces of a puzzle. You guys fit together so well. You have what I would like to call compatible trauma. Okay, I hope that word doesn't scare you. I hope that term doesn't scare you, but I feel like it's kind of important to know and understand what traumas are, because they can get in the way of a beautiful relationship. And you might even, sometimes people end up hurting each other even more just because they don't understand that it's really just, that person is not being mean. They are just coming from a place of trauma. And instead of working on them, some couples might choose to separate. And no offense to them, no disrespect to them, but if we understood each other's traumas, like, I feel like we as human beings could have such deep relationships where we can allow authenticity to flourish as it's meant to and as it's supposed to. So I feel like in relationships like yours, the one that you're going to have, this is where you can be fully authentic without giving up any part of yourself, right? You don't have to give up a single part of you, because this person is like welcoming all of you. And I feel like this person, the way they are, because they've gone through so much and you've gone through so much, I feel like they are coming in and kind of understanding what you've gone through. So let's say if you went through something very traumatic or complex, like a car accident, right? Just giving an example. I'm not wishing this or saying that it happened. You don't have to resonate, but just as an example. You had a car accident. Now, everyone is not going to have the same experience, because the average public doesn't have people that gets into car accidents. Or let's say, you watch one of your family members struggle with cancer or a disease, a life-threatening autoimmune disease. Then it's like, I've seen that and I can't talk to anyone about it, because no one's going to relate or understand that experience and how it affected you. And I feel like when you tell this story or when you talk about something with your future spouse just instantly clicks with you. They instantly understand what you're doing. So just because of that understanding, I feel like your relationship is going to be a very healing experience. Okay, this journey to your future spouse. And there is a pigeon outside my window. Hello. Your spirit guides might be birds. Literally, I never have pigeons. Okay, it went away. Bye-bye. Anyway. So, getting back. Your future spouse, this relationship with your future spouse is so healing. And one of the key reason is because of the understanding that you both have. You both understand that sometimes understanding can be more important than loving someone else, because we can try to love another person in our own way, but if they don't feel loved, there is no point. So I feel like you guys have those high divine unions where you guys are, your energy feels very held and protected in each other's presence. I'm seeing a girl who is dressed in black with a blazer, and her hair is like down and it's flowing, and she's walking around in like a museum with a lot of art pieces and sculptures. So maybe you guys might love going on art dates or something like that. But I'm seeing you very physically attractive. Pile number 2. You could have been drawn to pile number 1. I don't know. I did feel that pile number 1 was going to be drawn to other piles, but you could come from there. I don't know. But you don't have to. You don't have to watch that one if you were not drawn to it. But I sense a lot of like art, music, very unique dates. You guys go on very unique dates. It's not Netflix and chill. It's not eating junk food at home. It's not eating like sugary cake stuff like that. You guys might, you guys might have like meditation dates, or like looking into each other's eyes date, connection dates, like you just sit across from each other and just connect, like without your phones, without any distractions. You just look into each other's eyes and give each other like presents. Like though I'm sensing very like spiritual kind of dates for you. And I feel like both of you are the ones who are deciding that, okay, like we don't want to do what we see in the movies, because that's not like exactly a healthy concept of romance. That's not healthy. And we need to kind of reinvent or redefine what romance means to us, or what love means to us, or how we want to express it. And I feel like because both of you have high intelligence, so you guys decide to kind of like, okay, I know what you need, let me give that to you. You have that kind of approach to each other. And that is why I feel like this relationship just works. It feels effortless. It feels like you're not even going to realize that this is a healing experience. You're just going to be healed. Like it's just going to feel good. It's just going to feel beautiful. You're just going to feel at home. This relationship gives me the feeling of like sitting on top of a mountain, very calm, very serene. There's no one. You're away from noise and you're just held by the earth, and that's what it feels like. So this was it for your reading, group number 2. Is there anything else? You could have moments of fracture, of fragmentation, meaning conflicts or quarrels. You could have those moments. But I see you guys, both of you, like stitching together each other. You're stitching yourself into your future spouse. And I hope that doesn't scare you. I don't mean that literally. I mean it in a metaphorical way. Like sometimes when conflict happens, both people will kind of have their pride and be like, okay, I'm not going to talk to that person. Like let them come to me. You know what I mean? Like they let their ego and pride get in the way of something beautiful. And I feel like you guys both put your pride aside and just talk to each other. What happened, like you got triggered, did you feel sad, how did you feel when I said this? Oh, it wasn't my intention to hurt you. Like you guys are engaging in an open conversation with each other after a conflict. So you guys are very quick to repair. Like you don't let things stew between you. And that is why I feel like you guys don't have like subconscious hate. You guys don't have this feeling of like, oh, I don't like this person, I love them but I don't like them, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have that, because you guys are just welcoming and accepting of all parts of another person. Because I feel like if one of your biggest wounds could be not being loved enough in childhood, so this is going to be quite the opposite. There's going to be a lot of love and a lot of friendship and romance. Your future spouse ends up being like your best friend, your best cheerleader, your best man. Yeah, that is what I see for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on the email address in the description, �mystique_tarot28@gmail.com, and you can just shoot me an email and I will be happy to get back to you regarding your personal reading. And I would like to thank the sacred painting. Thank you, divine and beautiful group number 2. I hope you always stay blessed, and may these beautiful blessings find their way to you soon. I hope you have a beautiful 2024 if you're watching this in 2024, but it's okay if you're not. I hope you have a beautiful day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 3, then this is going to be your reading. Right off the bat, I felt that you guys have a lot of walls, or that your heart is kind of shut down seeing the texture on top of this heart. If you guys are unfamiliar with me and my readings, I always say this, but I do not pick out the elements for pile selection myself. So you guys got this blue heart, and I picked this out intuitively for group number 3. I didn't know what it's going to mean or what it's going to communicate to me, but I feel that you guys have your heart shut in a box with 100 locks, and you don't give it away freely, or you don't trust people easily. Yeah, you don't trust people easily. I'm getting that. So let's start with your thread painting, and then in that we will look at what wounds are you healing with your future spouse. So I already have your thread dipped in paint and ready. I'm so sorry for the noise, but there is something going on today. I don't know what it is, but I hope you guys can hear me fine. I'm speaking very close to the mic. I feel some new energy in pile 3 and pile 2. So you guys might be here for the first time. Once again, I would like to sincerely apologize for the noise. But here, this reading, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, this reading is called thread painting. That's what I like to call them. And I am basically going to be channeling your energy and your future spouse's energy through the patterns, the watercolor patterns that are formed on the paper, which you'll see in a minute. And this functions a little bit like a Rorschach test, but I'm reading your energy and not psychology. Wow. Okay. Wow. You guys are definitely very unique. You guys could have my Aquarius energy. Something about innovation coming through, something about electricity, something about technology. You guys could be like my software developers or engineers. Something about you being in the tech field for whatever reason, or maybe your future spouse is going to be from the tech field, from the IT field. Maybe they work with AI. Yeah, something about, what movie I'm being taken to? I'm being taken to a movie called The Creator. I think one of the actresses, she's called Gemma Chan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, I won't talk about that movie, but that's the vibe you're giving me. That's the vibe that you have, something about innovation, something about doing things differently. So I feel like even this relationship is going to be very different from what people conceptualize as what romance looks like. I feel like you guys have your own way of loving each other. I'm not seeing a lot of wounds, except for the fact that you guys might have been hurt in the past by maybe some immature partners or immature boys. If you guys are watching this for masculine energy, then you guys might have been hurt in the past by masculine energies. For some of you, it was your father. I'm seeing that you are leaving that behind. I feel like you don't carry your trauma or your past on your shoulders like a baggage. You kind of leave it with the person who is trying to give you that. Like, I'm literally seeing you just like taking your luggage, like taking that emotional baggage that, you know, as we call it, taking that luggage and just putting it at the feet of the person who is trying to abuse you or trying to put you down, disrespect you, insult you. It's like, you keep your energy to yourself because I don't need it. Like, that's the kind of attitude I'm picking up from you guys. And you're like, it's like you're very detached from it. That's just something that I was being taken to emotionally. I'm not saying that you do this exactly the way I described, but on an emotional level, it's like, I don't want your garbage, you better keep it to yourself, you know. That's the kind of vibe I'm picking up from you. You guys don't take a lot of ish that the world gives you, because you guys like to be free. You guys like to be light. Like, you don't want to travel with a heavy backpack, so you guys just leave other people's luggage to them. You don't carry it with yourself. So it's like you just leave it with them. And I feel like this might be a trait that your future spouse really likes, because they think, like, they're in awe of you, how you do this. Okay, they're in awe of how you do this. This is what your painting looks like up close. I have never seen like a shape like this before. I don't even know what to make of it. I've never seen a shape like this before. Definitely very unique. Something about thriller movies, psychological action movies coming through. Maybe you like thriller movies, or you'll be watching a lot of movies with your future spouse, or maybe you meet them at a movie. I don't know, something about psychological movies, thriller movies, you know, mind-bending movies coming through. I feel like you understand. Like, when you look at that, I feel like you're able to analyze and understand it very well. This relationship is going to provide you a very stable footing. I feel like you will never have to question your future spouse's intentions with you. You'll never have to question what your future spouse wants with you, because they are going to be very clear from the get-go. Look how the sliver of light is kind of falling through on this paper, on your thread painting of energies, both of your energies intertwined together. So I feel like they are like a silver lining in your life. I feel like you've been through some heavy stuff, but I don't see you specifically carrying a lot of heavy stuff. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. Okay, you've done well. Even if you don't feel like you've, you know, already done a lot of healing, you have. Okay, I hope you know that, because I feel like some of you don't know just how far you are on your journey when it comes to healing. So when you meet your future spouse, I feel like you guys are giving each other the best, the highest, most healed versions of yourself. Okay, and I don't see a lot of wounds actually. I see a lot of light in this relationship. even with the sunlight, there's literally sunlight coming in because I'm near the window. I like to film in natural light, so I'm near the window, and look how the light is coming in. I feel like your future spouse, or you come into your future spouse's life as this light. And it's precisely, they can tell that you have empathy and that, you can understand people that have come from a lot of heaviness, a lot of abuse or trauma, but you specifically do not. I don't see your energy specifically carrying that. I don't think you carry that within yourself, group number 3. So there isn't a lot that I'm sensing with you. What else, Spirit? I'm so sorry for the silence, but I'm trying to get in your energy and see if anything wants to come through. This person wants to trap you. Like they wanna, I don't mean this in a negative way, but this person wants to keep you to themselves, your future spouse. For some of you, guys, if you attract somebody who's like overly infatuated with you and they try to take your power or control away from you, then please stay away, because you don't want to get married or be with a person like that. But for most of you, I'm getting that this person is the healthy expression of positive ownership. They give you a very stable foundation, like you will not have to question. So I feel like there is a lot of stability in this relationship. Like I don't sense into a lot of wounds, so that is why you felt my silence coming through. There aren't a lot of wounds to work on anymore when you meet this person, I feel. Like this is going to be one happy relationship, though, so there isn't much that you guys need to focus on. Like I'm just seeing two happy people, happy to be in love, happy to share their life with each other. So let's get you some cards and see if Spirit wants to say anything. Spirit, one card for you and one card for them. Okay, that's it. So for you, we have Stag. Spirit, take the lead. Okay. Yeah. You're definitely doing that. Take the lead. And then for your future spouse, we have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Wow. Okay. So this union is definitely divinely guided. And you guys are being divinely guided to each other. For sure. You guys are being divinely guided to each other. When I see Stag, Spirit, take the lead, I feel like group number 3, you're going to be very much in control when it comes to this relationship. And what I mean by that is that your future spouse is going to allow you to assert any boundaries or communicate with them if anything makes you uncomfortable. They are going to kind of let you take the lead in the relationship in terms of like, do you want to take it slow? Do you want to take it fast? Are you ready for physical intimacy? If you're not, are you comfortable with holding hands? Are you comfortable with physical affection? Like I just feel them kind of going through your different layers and ensuring that you're comfortable with what they are thinking, or what they have on board, as to call it, like whatever plans they have on board. Like, are you comfortable with going on a date with me? Are you comfortable with me sitting next to you? I see them kind of asking your permission and making sure that you're okay each step of the way. and because they really care about you, and they don't, your comfort is their priority, your safety is their priority. So they don't ever want to make you feel like, they don't want to make you feel alone in this relationship. You know, sometimes you can be with someone but you can still feel like you're alone because the other person is not present. So they don't want to make you feel like that. And I feel like the way they show up is very much allowing you to take the lead, but they take the lead to let you take the lead. So it's like both of you are kind of equal in that sense. Both of you allow your highest versions to be blossomed and flourished in this relationship. And I see you celebrating something. I feel like each day is going to feel like a festival. Each day with your future spouse is going to feel like a grand celebration. How do you guys are even together? I feel like you guys are just going to celebrate that. So it's not like you guys are going to be celebrating like Valentine's Day something, and it's like you have one day out of like all days of the year to celebrate, and it's like you guys are just wanting to be with each other every day, and every day is like a Valentine's Day, every day is an anniversary, and it's beautiful. There's so much beauty coming through. Like I barely sense any wounds or traumas. I feel like if you have any, by the time you meet your future spouse, I don't think you've already healed a lot of those wounds. So I don't see them kind of coming back up to the surface to haunt you, because you've already healed a lot of these layers. You're a very good healer, group number 3. Healing yourself. You're very good at healing yourself. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Spirit has a plan when it comes to both of you, group number 3. Spirit definitely has a plan when it comes to both of you. This union is divinely guided. So even if you don't resonate with the message that okay, there are no wounds, if you don't resonate with that, if you feel like okay, you do have wounds you need to work on or whatever, then please understand that your spirit guides are watching over you, and they are going to kind of guide you through the journey to your future spouse. So you're definitely meeting your future spouse, and please know that your wounds are not going to be like something that breaks your relationship apart. They are not going to cause friction or fracture in the relationship, in the fabric of your relationship and the energy, because spirit is watching over you. Your spirit guides are very protective. You see how this koala is kind of clutching that leaf. So spirit is definitely very protective of both of you guys and both of your connection with each other, the connection that you share. So I see that spirit is watching over you for sure. I don't know, some of you guys might have felt, because this is a very strong presence. But yeah, your future spouse could have like a koala energy, and you could have a very stag spirit. Your future spouse could have a koala energy. Okay, your future spouse could be someone who's very already spiritually educated. They might meditate, they might there's someone who is very much in tune with spirit, whether they know this or not. So if you, let's say they don't know about tarot, and you talk to them about tarot, they'll be very interested and open-minded, like, oh, this is what it is, wow, how nice, like how amazing. They'll try to understand what tarot is. They'll be open-minded to listening and kind of accepting and staying open to how energy works and why tarot readings even work in the first place. So I see them being very open-minded to you, group number 3. Very open-minded for sure. Like you could present them with the most bizarre ideas, or you could suddenly start dancing in the room and they would love that. They eat that up. Okay, they love you being weird and like doing goofy things and silly things, being very funny. They love you expressing your authentic self. They love you. I hope you're not offended when I use the word weird. I simply mean deviating. I think the word for it is neurodivergent. Okay, so you could be neurodivergent. They love that about you. They understand it so well that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, we really do fit together. And it's like a very happy energy that you guys have. You guys have a very happy energy. I'm barely feeling any like wounds as such. I'm not feeling anything, you guys. I feel like you've healed a lot of yourself. I don't know why you're here, because I don't know if this reading was helpful to you. I don't see a lot of wounds that you need to heal. You guys are very, very healthy together. And if there are any wounds, I feel like you guys work on it together. So it's like, you know, it's not even, you guys are not scared. You guys are not scared of trauma. Like, there is no heavy energy. You guys are very good at converting that heavy energy into light energy. And it's like, okay, we're back together, you know. You might see this person coming, or your future spouse sees you coming, because you see how there is this jewel on top of the eyes. I feel like they might see you coming, or one of you knows that they're going to meet the other, and like, you are the future spouse. You are their future spouse, or they are your future spouse. One of you knows when the other one comes in. I feel like this is a very highly spiritual union, so I feel like you know. The age of Aquarius, I don't know why I just heard that. The age of Aquarius. Does that mean anything to you? Spirit has a plan, koala. They hold on to you, they'll hold on to you. They'll hold on to you like a cherished. I don't want to say possession, but I mean that in a positive way, okay? Sometimes they might be overly clingy, but once you kind of express it like, okay, I would like some time to myself, they'll listen. They won't be overly clingy. So this is it for your reading, group number 3. I hope you liked the reading. I don't know if it was helpful, because I honestly didn't pick up on a lot of wounds as such that you needed to heal. I feel like you're already going to be doing a lot of healing, you know, before you meet your future spouse. And I'm so happy to see that, because I feel like this is a very highly divine union. You guys are coming together healed and the best version of yourselves already. So this is not a karmic relationship. This is a very soulmate kind of relationship that feels good, you know, because you've already done a lot of healing. So it feels really good. You don't have a lot of wounds left to heal. So you're not getting triggered, and you know, there's not a lot of fights or anything like that, because you guys have gone through a lot of shadow work and you've stepped back into the light. So you guys bring a lot of light to each other, a lot of light into each other's lives. I just heard the light of my life, the apple of my eye, the light of my life. That's what you are to your future spouse. Yeah, so this was it for your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I am taking personal readings for this month, so you can do so by emailing me on MystiqueTarot28. It's going to be in the description at @gmail.com. So you guys can go ahead and shoot me an email if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading. I would like to take the time to thank you, dear beautiful soul, to take the time to thank this sacred and beautiful painting. If you guys want to see it up close one last time, what it looks like, here it is. This is what it looks like. And hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one and sharing your energy with me. I'm truly honored to be doing this. I'm sending you so much love. Heart. Bye.